Manifestors, it's your girl Nadia Victoria coming through on this Sunday with our the first beginning of the week's energy, just to see what Spirit has to say. Yes. As always, you know that I have a website, manifestationgoddessllc.com, where you can go and buy t-shirts with positive affirmations and other little trendy statements. Also, you can buy things like this, the Oshun goddess oil. And of course, Oshun is one of my favorite goddesses. She represents love, beauty, sexuality, sensuality, and she's all about that cash flow, baby. Okay. And not only do I have that, but I have several other oils, protection oil, self-love oil, and all of my oils come with a prayer. Additionally, you can find things like sage and incense, a lot of different things to help you keep your energy cleansed. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so if this is your first time here, welcome to Manifestation Goddess LLC. I encourage you to hit the like button, please. If I say anything that resonates with your spirit, makes you want to high five your device, or, it's just confirmation, even if it hurt a little bit. It's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Just swallow it and let's keep it moving. All right. And also, if it's good enough that it reminds you of someone else, you know what I'm saying? Share the message with them. Lastly, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so we can continue to heal together. It's a lifelong journey, baby. We've never at a point where we can say we've arrived. You know what I'm saying? We're always healing and growing. Okay. We can learn something new every single day. But without further ado, God, I thank you for each and every person that you have here today. I ask that you will cover us from the crown of our heads to the soles of our feet with your divine white light, God. Let us feel your loving presence and your compassion each and every day. And then, God, I ask that you will shield us with a fiery wall of protection, God, so that when the enemy starts throwing negativity and evil towards us, whether it even be death spells, God, I ask that you send it on back to their ass, because that's the only way they gonna learn. And while you over there, go ahead on and heal them, God, and send them back to the light and far, far, far away from the darkness, never to return again. And lastly, I breathe in all of you, God, and I ask that you speak through me. I give you full permission to speak through me with power and authority and with clarity, God, in such a way that you give answers to someone's questions, solutions to someone's problems, and illumination to our path, so we'll know exactly which way you want us to go. I thank you now. Thank you. Amen, and amen again. Yes. So, you guys, in my conversation with Spirit today, he basically told me to ask you guys, what are you doing with today? Okay, so that's the first thing he said. What are you doing with today? You've been blessed with this day. You done woke up this day. What are you doing with today? Seize the day. Take advantage of today. Do not sit around. When Spirit drops something in your spirit, he wants you to move on it. Okay? Don't sit there and think about it too much and then let the idea fade away for him to bring it back to you 6 months from now. Okay? And then you do the same thing, sit on it and let it go. And then a year passes or 2 years pass, and you're still sitting there with that idea because of fear. Okay? Fear will paralyze you. Do not let fear keep you in your current situation. Okay? Do not let fear have you sitting on your sofa, living from paycheck to paycheck. Seize the day. What are you going to do with today? Because tomorrow is not promised. 6 months from now is not promised. Next year is not promised. What are you going to do with today? Okay, you need to go ahead on, fill out that application. Okay, go ahead on, enroll in that class. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and take that class and learn how to, do what is passionate to you. You know what I'm saying? What's passionate for you. What you waiting on, boo? See, when you move, God moves. Because he said, now I gave him or her the idea and he sees you moving. Okay, he heard me. He doing what I told him to do. So you know what? Let me just go ahead and move all the obstacles out of the way, because he's been obedient. He heard my voice. Okay, and he or she is moving like I told him to. I remember, you guys, I'm gonna share this. Some years ago, I graduated from, it was Augusta State at the time. One in 2000. I can't remember. Was it 2000? I don't know, 2002. Something, I don't know. Anyway, I was sitting at the house. I had been like babysitting some kids and making a little extra money and stuff like that. And I had my own kids and stuff. And I wanted to be home with Jada because I was nursing her or whatever. But when she was old enough and I could put her in daycare, I was like, well, God, what am I going to do? You know, just kind of trying to figure it out. I'm like, I don't really like babysitting kids. You know what I'm saying? That's going to get kind of old. I ain't going to keep doing that. And so I didn't quite know exactly what I wanted to do. So I started praying and asking God what to do, right? So one day I was in my bed and spirit said, loud as clear. I'm talking about just like somebody was standing over here, said, go back to school. And I was like, me? Go back to school? I was like, okay. So I looked under my bed and I had this box. And it still had like my FAFSA information in there. I didn't even have to do anything. I went to the school. I went to Augusta State, signed up and was enrolled in classes. Like school was starting in like a week or two. Everything was easy. Everything from East Georgia College in Swainsboro, they pulled it up, blah, blah, blah. And I was in school maybe like 2 weeks later, you guys, because I was listening to God. Okay. So when God said, go back to school, I was like, at first I was like, huh? I started looking, I had everything. So when you hear from God, he's saying move. So do not sit on today. When God gives you that idea, that's the beginning of the process. My contact is dried out. But yes, when God gives you the idea, that's the beginning. What you gonna do with that idea? Okay? When God gives you that direction, he tells you what to do. He gives you the, what is it? There's a word I'm looking for, spirit. When he gives you the command, basically, he gives you the instructions. That's it, the instructions. What are you gonna do with it, baby? What are you going to do with today? Do not sit on your ass. Okay? Seize the day because tomorrow's coming. But what have you done with today? Okay? So that's the first thing. And then the second thing, Spirit also said to me is to just remind you guys to remember, don't take things at face value. Because sometimes you know how we'll jump on the bandwagon for something and we don't know the whole story. Now we looking stupid when we find out that the situation ain't really what we thought it was, right? Like a lot of times you see things on the internet, on these social media sites and stuff, and they present a situation and you just going off of your emotions. Okay, you're not using your emotional intelligence. You just kind of going with the emotion of what somebody said, but you don't even know the other half of the story. So just like sometimes you'll hear situations where they say, oh, this celebrity raped this woman, or this celebrity did this and that, misusing women, or blah blah blah. And then you'll find out there's some guy now that you could see, I don't know his name because I don't follow him, but they found that these young ladies were sitting back plotting on ways because they don't like the man, they don't like his ideas and his philosophies or whatever. So these women came together with a plot and a plan to destroy this man. So they presented it like this man had somebody doing all kind of crazy stuff. And so when all of that came out, but everybody done dogged the man out. Now he has some weird philosophies, and you might not like the way he thinks, but that's his mind. You know what I'm saying? It might be jacked up, but just don't mess with him. Don't give him the energy. If you don't like the man, don't watch his videos. You know what I'm saying? Don't fuck with him. But you fuck with him, and now you're mad, and you're all in your feelings, and now you sitting right here plotting. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, don't take things at face value, because you jump off in the bandwagon, you out of your character, you out here done put your word on somebody else, and you don't even know the story. You done spoke evil and damnation on somebody, but you don't even know the whole story. I remember not too long ago when what was it? One of Gucci Mane's artists was he died, and there was somebody out there all on Instagram talking about they ain't pay for this funeral, they ain't even do nothing, that he wanted the chain back and he this that blah blah blah. And then you don't got everybody out here talking all this. I knew Gucci Mane wasn't real. I wouldn't say nothing. I didn't come in, I saw it, and then I was like, there's got to be something going on to this. Then here, his wife come with the receipts. See what I'm saying? So even in your own family situations, your job situations, keep a level head, okay? When somebody comes to you with something, keep a level head. See if you can get side A and side B before you start jumping into something and condemning people. You know what I'm saying? Because people, a lot of people out here are greedy. They are out for the money. Okay. So before you go putting your mouth on somebody and speaking damnation on people, check out a little bit more, or just don't say nothing. If it doesn't concern you enough to want to do a little bit more research, then just don't say nothing. Just sit there quietly, listen or whatever, and pray about the situation. Because people are, like I said, are often moving in accordance with greed, okay, or their own personal hatred or dislike for somebody. So be careful. Okay, so those are your messages for the week. Number one, what are you gonna do with today, baby? What you gonna do with today? When you wake up in the morning, ask yourself, after you tell God thank you for the day, what am I gonna do with today? Okay, and then throughout your day, remember to stay level-headed, stay balanced. Don't let people come to you with all these stories and then they get you hyped up. Now you done spoke your mouth, open your mouth to speak negativity on people because you don't even know the situation. So don't speak on something you don't know enough about. Okay. And let's just see an affirmation for the week. Okay, that one there flying onto the floor. Give me a second. Yeah, y'all, I got on blue and white shorts underneath here. I took my pants off. I was out earlier today. I had a great day. It was a beautiful weather. But I am more than good enough. And just remember, I am more than good enough. You're more than good enough. So seize the day. You have everything you need. You are more than good enough to take your goals and and really own it and really kill it. Okay, so you're more than good enough. Seize the day. Kill them goals, baby. If you don't have a dream, sit down and meditate and come up with a new dream. Come up with a new goal. Okay, you're more than enough, and you got everything you need on the inside. All right, love you guys. Have a great week. If you need anything from me, you want to book a session, you want to purchase any of my products, just hit me up, manifestationgoddessllc.com.